Hey everyone, it is Brochure Tour Day, and what we're looking at today is the 1991 Ford Probe Brochure. And my front page is sticking already. Alrighty, here we go. The Probe GT in black. Love the background. Cool looking car. And here we go. So, starting off with the GT and working our way down. These are always really cool cars. I know they're Mazda based, but they were just really cool. Really nice supportive sport seats, aggressive bolstering, height and tilt adjustable head restraints. Had Ford's cloth, like gray cloth with the red piping for the sport, and these rear bucket seats back in the back with integrated head restraints. They were 50-50 split folding seats, and they only set two, so you just have the two seat belts back here. And in the front, of course, no airbags, so we had those stupid retractable seat belts. This car is an automatic transmission car here, as you can see. The tilt wheel was really cool because when you tilted the wheel, the entire instrument binnacle tilted with it, so it kept your gauges in line of sight. A very vertical driver control panel here for air conditioning, radio, and all that kind of stuff. Did not lead to very good ergonomics. If that was actually slanted more like that, it would probably been a lot better. Here's a driver facing dash view. You had your door panel mounted air vent, power windows, and power locks. The Probe steering wheel had a 120 mile per hour speedometer and an 8,000 RPM tach. Had that little clock there. And if you had a turbo, you had the boost gauge in the tach, which is really cool. And this one has a CD player. Here is a Probe GT in Oxford white. Has those grill mounted fog lights. It's a really cool looking car. Not the greatest name though. But these are really quite capable little cars actually. Shows your braking system there. Because it did have ABS, it was optional, but it was available on this car. It had McPherson strut suspension. And then here we have a Probe LX. This is in Wild Strawberry Clear Coat Metallic. Aerodynamic mirror housings there. A little bit different styling on the LX than it was on the GT, of course. But as you can see from this picture here, a very aerodynamic car. And here was the LX interior. Now the LX was a GT that was more luxurious. So it had a little bit different equipment levels. Had this really cool trip computer here. And even cooler LCD digital display here with the system monitor, which these buttons controlled. And of course you had your 7,000 RPM tach, speedometer, odometer. It can convert from miles to kilometers. And of course you had your auxiliary gauges as well. You could have a analog cluster, but that was an option. As you can see here, this has the light titanium gray seats. They're leather. They still carry that red piping. They have multiple lumbar adjustments and all that kind of stuff as well. And we have the Probe GL. This car actually looks like a spaceship from this view. Looks almost like a concept car, especially with these wheels. Those wheel covers. Those actually look like show car wheel covers. Like crystal blue. And of course, 50-50 split folding seats. Just a more value-oriented Probe. If you wanted a Probe but you didn't need the performance or you couldn't afford the performance of a GT or an LX, the Probe GL was a really good alternative. Especially if you bought an option package or whatever, you could save some money as well and still get a nicely equipped car. So of course, automatic transmission, blah. I would just go with the 5-speed manual and just stick with it. And I was talking about this before, where the entire binnacle and steering column were attached, so they all moved at the same time when you adjusted the steering wheel. And of course, you have your pop-up headlights right here, and those stupid automatic belts. Really aerodynamic door handle design here. Wraparound glass, 8,000 RPM tack with a turbo boost. Just really cool little car here. And of course, our last page shows like option packages and stuff like that. Well, actually, this is engine. So this is all the different engines that you can get with it. 2.2 liter, 3 liter, and the 2.2 turbocharged. 3 liter V6 there. Dual overhead cams, or actually single overhead cam, and electronic multi-port fuel injection. This is the 2.2 turbo cutaway drawing. This is the page that shows all the options and stuff. So of course you had your optional radio, various wheel options, colors and trims, and what interior could go with what exterior. All your specs for the Probe GL, your Probe LX, and your Probe GT. And preferred equipment packages and what was available on what trim level. And of course you had your dimensions. Going to get a shot of that there so you can see it. And of course the major standard features. Alrighty, that does conclude our brochure tour of the 1991 Ford Probe. We hope you enjoyed this video and trip down memory lane. If you did like the video, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and Instagram at BrenzoJ1. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.